Test. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to Temple Beth Shalom. I'm Robert Davis. I'm one of the rabbis here at the temple. Cantor Siegel is here as Cantor. I guess Cantor Siegel, that's the name, right? And Alan Caves, thank you very much, who's helping us. But Sage is here, and she's going to be leading us in prayer. We're a praying congregation. So if you know the words, join with us. If you don't know the words, they're in the book. And you can look in the book. There's both the Hebrew as well as the transliteration, which is the Hebrew written in English. And Sage is going to be leading us in many of those prayers, but this is also a time for you to pray as well. And to help with that, I'll just ask you to do one thing. Please put your cell phones on silent. Thank you very much. Let's sing a little nigun, a melody without words.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la la.
So I'll ask you to turn in the prayer book to page 220. As I said, we are a praying congregation. Sage Gabriella is going to lead us in not only Torah and Haftarah and do a little teaching with us today, but she'll also be leading us in prayer. And so now I want to invite up Gabriella to lead us in prayer, page 220.
We chant the Ashrei responsively. Ashrei Yosvei Beitecha, Odeh Hallelujah, Selah.
Ashrei ha'am shekach lo, Ashrei ha'am sh'Adonai Elohai. Happy are those who dwell in our house. They will sing your praises forever. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, Odeh Hallelujah, Selah. Ashrei Yoshvei Beitecha, Odeh Hallelujah, Selah. Happy are those who dwell in your house. They will sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they will sing your praises forever.
Va'anachnu nevarech ya, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Please turn to page 224 for the Hatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad divrach yiratei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, b'hagala uv'izman kahariv, v'yimberu amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'alam ulo mehamaya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalal, Shemei Kodesha Berichu, Leila min kol berchata v'shirata, Tushbechata v'nechemata, Da'amiran be'alma, V'yimberu. Amen.
Gabriella, in just a moment, you're going to receive this talit from your parents. It's a beautiful talit. The colors are magnificent. The print reminds me of my days in college a little bit, for those of you who understand that. But what makes this most beautiful are these strings that are attached, the tzitzit, because these are the reminder of the mitzvot. These are the reminder of those deeds, those actions that we take that make us partners with God in creating a better world and creating our lives in a better way. The challenge is to feel God's embrace there's no challenge to feel God's embrace, at least for many people, when they wear the talit. The real tough part is when you're not wearing it, how to be a partner in creation, even when you don't have that reminder right in front of you. And so to present your talit to you, I'll invite your parents to come on up. So now I'll ask you to say this blessing. Amen. And now I'll ask you to place the talit around your daughter's shoulders. And as you join together, I'll ask you to pray together the words of She'akianu, the beauty of reaching this moment in this day.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Hi, everybody. So I'd like to begin by expressing our gratitude to all of you for being here today to share a simcha with us as we witness Sage becoming a bat mitzvah. I know many of you needed to plan a while in advance and have put a lot of effort in making it here. This especially warms our heart, and we are deeply grateful for your presence today. As many of you know, Sage's grandfather, Rick Oravitz, was unable to attend due to health matters, and we will really miss his presence today. I know he would have loved nothing more than to be here to celebrate this moment. We've all heard the saying, it takes a village. We're so grateful to have had such love and support from my mom, Sholom, in guiding Sage with her wisdom. I'm sorry. Sage and my mom have a very special bond. My mom would spend hours talking to Sage about everything under the sun. I'm sorry, I'm emotional. Thank you. Okay. These are moments that I know filled Sage's soul with joy, and they're forever going to be with her. We're so grateful for you, Ima. And to my husband, Peter, I'm so grateful to be sharing this beautiful moment of watching, sorry, I'm so emotional, our firstborn become a bat mitzvah. You're such an amazing dad to both our girls, and has spent countless of hours with Sage, guiding Sage in her education. You've gone above and beyond what any father would do after a long day of work. You're truly amazing, and I love you so very much. Okay, so this is the emotional part. As grateful as we are to be surrounded by those we love, we also feel a deep longing for those that are unable to be here physically. On many occasions, we have realized the void that both Sage and Maya have experienced for not having their grandma, Gail Oravitz, in their lives. I too wish I could have met her, because the stories I heard, she was a very special woman with a nurturing heart. And deep inside, we know she's watching with love and pride as she sees her son's firstborn become a bat mitzvah. Sage's grandfather, Stanley Schlager, or Pika, absolutely adored Sage from the moment she was conceived. I remember visiting him at the hospital when I got pregnant with Sage, and I prayed that he would get to meet and know Sage. My prayer was answered, and not only did he meet Sage, but he also met Maya. We got to spend 8 more precious years with him. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge our most recent loss of my father, Mayor Molam, otherwise known as Baba. He adored and admired Sage from the moment he first saw her. We know that he's here with us, as we did get a sign in our guest list where his name appeared in vertical. This is a true story, which is my interpretation that he is here coming from a different way than everybody else. Baba always had a unique way of doing things. Okay. And now, I would like to tell you a story about when I first got to witness Sage's essence. When I gave birth to Sage, it was a long and challenging birth. When she finally arrived, all I wanted to do was hold her in my arms. The doctors wanted to monitor Sage to make sure all her vitals were normal. I couldn't wait longer, so I decided to walk to the nursery, and I just knew that if she heard my voice, she would immediately recognize it, because I talked to her constantly throughout my pregnancy. Peter and I walked out into the nursery, and I immediately recognized her little peanut at the end of the room. I couldn't get there fast enough, and immediately said, "I love you so much," to which she responded by opening her eyes wide with a forceful scream. I mean, forceful. I didn't even know a newborn can muster that kind of force. I knew exactly what she was saying, and there was no doubt about it. She wanted me to get her the heck out of that nursery ASAP. I realized then and there, this girl knows exactly what she wants and exactly how to convey it. Sure enough, this was the essence that has proven to be our beautiful Sage throughout the years. At times, I praised her strength. Other times, I prayed for strength. But I have surely learned without a doubt that she was born with a mission and has been given force and strength with which to do it. What amazes me most is that underneath all that strength, she embraces a deep, loving heart that has time and time again proven to be very special. I have seen Sage display exemplary loyalty towards her friends, while always making sure each one is included. I always thought to myself that I would have been so lucky to have had a friend like Sage growing up. But now I'm even more lucky that I get to call her my daughter. Many of you may not know this, but Sage has expressed incredible passion about protecting animals. Her compassion towards animals began at a young age. And what always amazed me, was that it always came directly from her. And now I turn to you, my sweet Sage. I see such immense strength in you, coupled with a pure and kind heart. To me, this is a perfect formula to bridge light into this world. You already see right from wrong so clearly, and you have never been afraid to use it by standing up for those who have been wronged. Not everyone with courage is as kind-hearted, and not everyone who is as kind-hearted has the courage you embody. This is a God-given gift that you are born with. Whenever you set your mind on something, almost always, I've seen you make it happen. You have a sense of self that is to be revered, never wavering from your truth. This is very special. I have no doubt that you will succeed in whatever path you choose. I gave you the name Sage because not only was it my favorite shade of green, it reminded me of Dad's eyes, which I always thought were so beautiful. But it is also a word that describes a wise person. To me, wisdom is something that comes from deep within, and it will always guide you. I have witnessed this wisdom in you, and it seems to express itself more clearly as you mature. What I wish for you is to continue on your path of knowing and living your truth. Continue being unapologetically you, while also being kind. Always believe in your gifts. Rest in the comfort that you have an incredible ability of knowing what's right. Follow that knowing, and always listen to what your heart is telling you. I can assure you it never fails. Even if you stumble, use that stumble to elevate you to a higher ground, and always know that you are loved and supported, not only by us here, but by your grandparents watching from above, and most importantly, by Hashem. If you ever feel confused or afraid, always find comfort through prayer. I have learned that someone is always listening and ready to respond. I have also learned that miracles are real. May your life reflect the highest expressions of your essence, and may you be so full of joy that it has no choice but to spill over into the world. I love you so much.
Good afternoon and welcome. It is truly our pleasure to have you all here with us to celebrate Sage's Bat Mitzvah. I was speaking with Sage the other day, and it struck her, as well as me, that this is the first time that all of the important people in Sage's life are here together in one room at the same time. It's truly profound, and indeed a special moment for Sage and for our whole family, for all of you to be present here and now, for everyone to stop their busy schedules, travel across the country for some, and sit in this room together makes this moment one that is unforgettable, irreplaceable, unique, and one to be cherished and acknowledged. So I thank each one of you for making this day one that will live in Sage's and our family's memories for a lifetime. And while it's a blessing to have you all here with us, it also reminds us of those who we wish could be here. At these important events, we remember Sage's grandparents, Baba and Pika, who love Sage more than anything, and I'm sure are watching with pride as she becomes a young woman. Grandma Gail, who Sage never met, but I'm sure who would have adored her. And Pop Pop, whose health kept him from being here, but who always has a huge smile for Sage whenever he sees her. I would also like to take this time to acknowledge two people in Sage's life who have truly helped to mold her into who she is today. Nana, your love for Sage is unparalleled, and I'm sure that Grandma Gail rests peacefully knowing that you showered Sage with enough love, kindness, and guidance for two. Michelle, where can I begin? Your love for your daughter is unmatched. You really spend every moment thinking about what's best for her, even if she can't see it yet. This day is a product of your efforts, and the countless hours spent planning it did not go unnoticed. Thank you for all you do for Sage and for this family. I remember the day Sage was born and the first time I held her. I was in awe, and I had an overwhelming feeling of love that I feel to this day. As she grew, I began to recognize a familiar face that Sage would make. Something like this. With furrowed eyebrows and a look of determination, and I can still see that look sometimes today. But that look meant that she was going to do something, going to get something, and that she wasn't stopping until it was done. That strong-willed, persistent nature is part of Sage's essence, and I'm sure it'll serve her well in the future. It is not, however, a trait that you want to deal with when you're trying to get her down for dinner and she wants to watch just one more DIY video or YouTube video. I think for me, the most telling thing about Sage's personality is to watch how she interacts with her friends. If Sage is your friend, she's got your back. She'll stick up for you, and she's insanely loyal. She's caring and always tries to include everyone. Her thoughtfulness shines through in the way she will make cards and gifts for friends just because, for no special occasion. She's willing to help others and expects nothing in return, and she'll always stick up for the underdog and what's right. These are things that can't be taught, and as much as I'd like to take credit for them, they're just second nature for Sage. Sage is a sweet, loving girl who's smart, yet humble. She's trustworthy, and she'll always do the right thing, even when no one's looking. She's talented, creative, and funny, but most of all, she's clever. And anyone who's ever seen any of her videos will be able to confirm that firsthand. She can be goofy and silly, but she's mature and wise beyond her years. I look at this day as a celebration of Sage's life, past, present, and future. Sage, this room is filled with people who are here to support you and wish you all the best life has to offer. My wish for you is that you soar and shine, that you stay true to yourself and you follow your heart and your path despite what anyone, including your parents, tell you. You don't owe anything to anybody except yourself, and I hope that you're always at peace. There will be bumps in the road, so know that your family's always here to support you. I will always be here for you, to help, guide, encourage, or just laugh with. You make me proud to be your father. Love flows from you, and your smile is infectious. I wish you success and happiness. This is a day of celebration of your life, and it's off to a beautiful start. I love you so much.
Sage, you're an amazing sister. I love you so much. Even though you are very annoying, you're still loving, caring, helpful, funny, awesome, and many more things. I have always looked up to you and followed in your footsteps, and I still do. We have had many memories together, and they were great. You're the best sister anyone could ask for. I never asked for another one. I love you very much, Sage. We turn to page 226 and rise for the Amidah.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye ha'kol atarav lehoshia, Mashiv haruach umorid hagah Hashem, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני העפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדומה לך, מלך מימיד ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
We remain standing for the Kedusha on page 232.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. אדירנו אדוני, אדוננו מאדיר, שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו, הוא מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ורחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד עוד לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד עוד לך.
ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, נקדיש בשבחך אלוהינו, מפינו לא ימוש לעולם, לעולם בית. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד עוד לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד עוד לך. ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך נקדיש בשבחך אלוהינו, מפינו לא ימוש לעולם, לעולם בית. To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We continue with the Kedushat Hayom on page 234. Ata echad veshimcha echad umi ke'amecha Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. You are one, and your name is one, and there is none like your people Israel, a people unique on earth. A garland of glory have you given us, a crown of salvation, a day of rest and holiness. Abraham and Sarah rejoiced in it. Isaac and Rebekah sang. Jacob and Rachel and Leah and their children were refreshed by its rest. A rest of love freely given, a rest of truth and faithfulness, a rest of peace and serenity, tranquility and security, a perfect rest which you so desire. May your children come to know that this sacred rest links them to you, and through the rest they sanctify your name. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu ritzeh v'imnuchatenu. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. We continue with the Ritzay prayer on pages 236 to 237. No?
No, but we're
Oh.
going to do that in 1 minute. But we're going to first sing Kadshenu. Okay. Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu v'toratecha Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'ten chelkeinu v'toratecha Sabeinu b'tuvecha v'samecheinu b'shuatecha Sabeinu b'tuvecha v'samecheinu b'shuatecha Yalai la 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 Yalai la 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 Yalai 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 la 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 Yalai la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
We continue with the Ritzay prayer on pages 236 to 237. Adonai Eloheinu, prayer of gratitude, Modim Anachnu Lach, on page 238. Modim Anachnu Lach, she'ata hu Adonai Eloheinu, Velokei Avotenu v'imotenu leolam va'ed. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, ulcha na'eh lechodot. We sing together a prayer for peace, Sholom Rav, page 240.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata Melech Adon Lechol Hashalom. Ki ata Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim leolam. We take a few moments for our own prayers. Sage, I know that some of your Hebrew-speaking family will agree with me when I use this term about you, the way you lead us, the way you have led us and continue to lead us with tremendous kavanah, nachon? And that's with tremendous intention. And you have a beautiful presence about you. Your voice is gorgeous. Of course, I joke all the time that I want to just take her home with me, which is the truth, but I won't. But she is a wonderful girl, and I look forward to Sage, you teaching us words of Torah as you were about to hold the Torah, like generations before you and those of you to follow. So today, Sage, is a day that you take your place amongst the Jewish people, taking your place. Taking your place in an enduring light. This is the day that you stand up to say, our tradition is mine. You will now read the Torah. It's been passed on to you. It's our law and our story, but each telling is new. It is said we stood at Sinai, and today you know you're there. You're the promise of a people, a blessing and a prayer. Taking your place in a resilient line. This is the day that you stand up to say, our tradition is mine. You will now hold the Torah, forge a link to the past. You're the face of our future and the reason we last. Lahalechet biracha v'lishmor mitzvotav kol hayamim. May you walk in God's ways, and may all of your days be blessings. It is said we stood at Sinai, and today you know you're there. You're the promise of a people, a blessing and a prayer. You're the promise of a people, a blessing and a prayer.
I ask you now to turn in your prayer book to page 244 for the Seder Kriyat HaTorah L'Shabbat, the service for the reading of Torah on this beautiful Shabbat afternoon in paradise. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. And one of the deeds that is ours is we're about entering into the Torah service, and I just want to draw your attention to this pamphlet, because in it are the honors for the Torah service. And if your name's in here, you should be getting ready to come up to the bima when your moment is here. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned, Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people, Adonai will bless our people with peace.
Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai, ve'ein kema'asecha, malechutecha malchut ha'olamim, u'memshaltecha bechol dor v'hador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam avad. Adonai yuz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo, Gadlul Adonai iti, Uniromema Shemo Yachdav.
Gabriela, this is the Torah. In it is found the wisdom and the teachings of our people. It was given to Moses on Mount Sinai thousands of years ago, and it's been passed down through the generations. And it's passed physically because we hand it from one generation to the next, but it's most passed because we study it and we learn the lessons that are found in it, and then we act accordingly. You are an inheritor of that tradition. And so now, to symbolize the passing of Torah to you, I want to invite your parents and your grandmother to pass the Torah to you now.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. L'dor vador, nagid god lecha. L'dor vador, we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. L'dor vador, nagid god lecha. L'dor vador, we protect this chain. From generation to generation, L'dor vador, these lips will praise your name. Lecha Adonai, Hagedula, v'Hagerura,
Please be seated. And thank you, Cantor Nicholson, not just for lending your voice to this song, but for the tutoring that you do of so many of our B'nai Mitzvah. Very important work that you're doing, holy work, and we're grateful to you. Thank you. This week's Torah portion that we read is found in the Chumash. You can put your prayer book away, and if you reach down underneath your seat, you'll find a Chumash which has the Torah portion in it. It's Vayera, and in this Torah portion, we have many, many moments that occur, but I just want to point out the connection between two of the moments that happen. It's in this portion that, at the end of the portion, that Abraham takes his son Isaac up onto the mountain to almost sacrifice him. It's the portion that we read on Rosh Hashanah. It's a very powerful portion. Abraham gets this call from God to sacrifice his son. And so they head off on a journey, and at one point in the journey, he says to the two servants that are traveling with him, Shvu lechem im hamor, stay here with the donkey. Now, these two servants know what's about to happen. They know that Abraham is going to take his son up to the mountain and is going to sacrifice him. And what do? They just kind of sit there. Now, the Midrash, the writings that try to fill in some of the spaces in our narratives, talk about these two guys that are sitting there watching. And they say that those two guys are the last remaining citizens of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah was considered a very, very wicked, evil place. How wicked was it? Very wicked. They welcomed no one, no immigrants, no travelers. They chased away the sick. They threw out the poor. Anyone that they perceived would be a burden to their city, they threw them out. But according to the rabbis, their selfishness went even a step further. They developed ways of stealing from others without even breaking the law. It became so rampant. The evilness that was going on in this town was so bad that they took a step even further. They created laws forbidding any citizen of Sodom and Gomorrah from feeding the hungry. It was illegal to feed the hungry. It was illegal to make an offering to the poor. It was illegal to help people heal the sick. They institutionalized cruelty. That's a problem. Cruelty is a problem on its own, but when it becomes institutionalized, when it becomes public policy, that is a problem. It wasn't just an accident that the leaders made oppression and abuse part of the way of life. There was no place to even receive justice. The courts weren't a safe place for anyone. According to one rabbi, not one citizen of Sodom and Gomorrah protested the cruel treatment of strangers. Instead, they chose to remain silent. They chose the safety of not getting involved. They refused to serve in public office, and they refused to try to change the evil laws that had been passed. So back to the servants. The last two remaining citizens of that evilness were these same two servants that when Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac, his son, they sat there with the donkey and did nothing. They said nothing. We as Jews know what it means when someone doesn't speak up. The challenge of this Torah portion is to remind us that we need to be people that speak up. We need to be among those that are not sitting with the donkey, but rather making our voices heard, voting, public outcry, making sure that our world is better than it was yesterday. Dear friends, on this Shabbat, let us not sit with those who do nothing. Let us remember to get up off of our sitting with the donkey and do something with our lives. King Yehirat Psalm, may it be God's will that we live in this way, but it's going to be through our actions that we make changes. Amen. It's now my pleasure to invite up Gabriella to lead us in the reading of Torah. We're beginning on page 123. It's chapter 18, verse number 1.
Talmud Ha'olam Harishona. For the first honor, I would like to call up my grandmother, Sholom, to the Torah.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
Amen. Vayira Elav Adonai Be'elonei Mamre Bechu Yoshev Petechu Chelkehom Hayom Vayisa Einav Vayar Vechinei Shalosha Anashim Netzavim Alav Vayar Vayaros Ligratam Mi Petechu Ochel Vayishtachu Arza Vayomar Adonai Imna Matzati Chen Beinecha Al Na Tavor Me'avdecha Yukachna Me'omayim Berachatzu Raglechem Vehishanu Tahat Ha'etz.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו את תורתו, נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah hashniya. For the second honor, I would like to call up my aunt and uncle Shira and Shai Molam, and my cousins Judah and Ethan Molam, my aunt and uncle Amy and Ken Dysart, and my cousins Jillian, Avery, and Ainsley Dysart, my aunt and uncle Jill and Trey Giuseppe, and my cousin Quinn Giuseppe to the Torah.
This second aliyah is on page 135, chapter 22, verse 1.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Vahi achar hadavarim ha'ele vecha Elohim nisa et Avraham vayomer elav Avraham vayomer hineni vayomer kachna et bincha et yechidecha asher achavta et Yitzhak velech lecha El Eretz Hamaria V'ha'alechu Sham Le'olah Al Achat Hecharim Asher Omar Elecha Vayashkem Avraham Baboker Vayachavosh Et Hamaro Vayikach Et Shnei Narav Ito Ve'et Yitzhak Beno Vayikach Atzei Olam ויקום וילך אל המקום אשר אמר לו האלוהים.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו את תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יעמדו העולים לעלייה השלישית, אבי פישל בן גלית, ואימי מיכל בת מאיר ושולה. For the third honor, I would like to call up my parents, Sholom Peter Oravitz, and my sister Maya Oravitz to the Torah.
We're on page 135, chapter 22, verse 4.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. ביום השלישי וישא אברהם את עיניו וירא את המקום מרחוק. ויאמר אברהם אל נעריו שבו לכם פה עמך חמור ואני וכנער נלכה עד כה ונשתחווה ונשובה עליכם. ויקח אברהם את עצי העולה וישם על יצחק בנו ויקח בידו את האש ואת המאכלת וילכו שניהם יחדיו.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
We're now going to be doing the maftir, which is the additional section of the Torah reading. That honor is given to the person who's reading Haftarah, and since coincidentally happens to be Gabriella becoming bat mitzvah today, she's going to do maftir and haftarah. And it is our tradition to read from the silver Sephardic Torah in the ark. And so when the ark doors are open, I'll ask you to please rise so that everybody here can see that she's reading from the Torah. And the maftir is page 137, chapter 22.
תעמוד, תעמוד, הבחורה בת המצווה ועליית התורה, גבריאלה בת ושל ומיכל, חזקי, חזקי.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
Wait. ויהי אחרי הדברים האלה, ויוגד לאברהם לאמור, הנה ילדה מיוקה גם היא, בנים לנחור אחיך, את עוץ בכורו ואת בוז אחיו, ואת כמואל אבי ארם, ואת כסד ואת הזו, ואת פילדש ואת ילף, ואת בתואל, ובתואל ילד את רבקה, שמונה אלה ילדה מיוקה לנחור אחי אברהם, ופילגשו ושמה ראומה, ותלד גם היא את טבח ואת גחם, ואת תחש ואת מחר. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Yamdu Hagmagbiya Vahagolelet. I'll ask those who've been designated to lift and dress the Torah to please come forward to do so.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל, על פי אדוני ביד משה. יאי לי 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 לי
Please be seated. The Haftarah for Shabbat Vayera can be found on page 149. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim v'ratza v'divrechem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'v'Moshe avdo u'v'Yisrael amo u'v'nvi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek ve'isha achat mineshei bnei hanevi'im tzaka el Elisha lemor avdecha ishi met ve'ata yadata ki avdecha haya yareh et Adonai ve'chanoshe ba lakachat et shnei yeladai lo le'avadim vayomer elecha Elisha ma eselach hagidi li ma yeshlach babayit vatomer ein ושבחתך בבית, כי ימסוך שמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, צור כל העולמים, צדיק בכל הדורות. האל הנאמן, האומר ועושה, המדבר ומקיים, שכל דבריו אמת וצדק. על התורה ועל העבודה ועל הנביאים ועל יום השבת הזה שנתת לנו, אדוני אלוהינו, לקדושה ולמנוחה, לכבוד ולתפארת. על הכל, אדוני אלוהינו, אנחנו מודים לך ומברכים אותך. יתברך שמך בפי כל חי, תמיד לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני,
ברוך וברוך שמו,
מקדש השבת.
אמן.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
I would like to start off by thanking everyone for coming to my bat mitzvah. I am so happy to be celebrating this special day with all my friends and family who I love being around. It's not that often that I get to be here in a room filled with all the important people in my life. I'm so excited to be here with everyone today. This truly means the world to me. My Torah portion is Vayera. It is found in the book of Bereshit Genesis, which is the first book of the Torah. In Vayera, Abraham argues with God about destroying the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. God wanted to destroy the city, but Abraham disagreed. Abraham thought that if there were innocent people living there, the city should not be destroyed. Abraham asked God, if there are 50 innocent people there, would you destroy the city? God replied, no. Abraham asked the same questions, counting down by 5, until he asked, if there are 10 innocent people there, would you destroy the city? Again, God replied, no, and departed. The reason Abraham did this was because he wanted to stand up for what was right. Doing what is right may be hard in some situations, but it will always be worth it in the end. That is one of the things that I think becoming a bat mitzvah means. To me, becoming a bat mitzvah doesn't just mean becoming a young woman, but it also means learning how to stand up for what's right. For my mitzvah project, I decided to raise money and donate to the FIDF, or the Friends of the Israeli Defense Force, in honor of my late grandfather, Meir Mola. My grandfather was a lieutenant in the Israeli army. He passed away a little over a year ago. I've heard many stories about how he chose to do what's right when he was faced with challenging situations, and this has inspired me to do the same. I want to do whatever I can to help people and stick up for what is right. Thank you so much, Rabbi Davis, for helping me with my speech and teaching me the true purpose of becoming a bat mitzvah. It has been a pleasure to have learned the importance of this special moment. I will be forever grateful, Cantor Siegel, for you being such an important part of my day. I am so happy to have you help me put everything together in the end, and I really mean it. Thanks a million, Cantor Nicholson, for all the hours of training which prepare me to be able to stand up here today. I am so happy that you helped me on this journey of becoming a bat mitzvah, which will be something I will never forget. Mom and Dad, it is hard to find words to express my gratitude for you. Thank you for everything you have done for me. I know I couldn't have done this without you. Mom, I am so thankful that you put everything you have into planning my bat mitzvah. Thank you for what seemed like endless hours of working on every little detail for today. Dad, thank you for helping me every step of the way. I don't know how to explain how lucky I am to have a dad like you that helps me with homework, fixes everything, and puts up with me. I love both of you so much. Now, enough of the talking. I think it's time to party.
One of the things that I said to Gabriella before we started to pray was that this is not a performance. This is an act of prayer, and that there's no such thing as a mistake when you're praying. Maybe when you're performing there is. And so we're going to have a little moment of additional prayer to complete the Haftarah.
Our Haftarah continues toward at the end at verse 35. Vayashov vayelech babayit achat hena ve'achat hena vayal vaikar alav vazorer hanar ad shevach pe'amim vayivka hanar et enav vayikra el gechazi vayomer kera el hashunamit hazot vayikra echa vatavo elav vayomer sei benech vatavo vatipol araglav vatishtachu arza vatisa et bena vatitzei.
Amen. Go ahead.
Okay. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzor kol haolamim sadik bechol hadorot ha'el hane'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayem shekol devarav emet v'tzedek al haTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha ve'linucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umvarichim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Beautiful. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Well done. Gabriella, you should be very, very proud of yourself. Everyone here is very proud of you, your family, your friends, and your friends behave so beautifully, and that's certainly appreciated by the rabbi, that's for sure. You're a wonderful person. You have such a wonderful spirit about you, the way you conduct yourself, the way you gather people around you. Just really, it's just a joy to be with you. One of the things that we talked about is that you don't have a bat mitzvah. You become a bat mitzvah. It's this journey from being a child to being an adult, and you're doing a beautiful job at making that journey. You're already on your way. Excuse me. You have a wonderful sense of what's good and bad, of what's right and wrong, and you understand some of the challenges of your generation: an overuse of technology, gun violence, people that need help, convincing our government to make changes. I asked you about the biggest problem you see that needs to be addressed, and you responded with a very nuanced answer, very nuanced. You said gun violence, and then you added, but more people need to get involved, less talking about change and more actually making change. That is what it means to become a bat mitzvah, to understand that the changes that need to be made in our society just don't happen, that you can be one of those change agents, and I believe that you will be. You're not a person that talks about what you're going to do, you do it. And that's to be commended, and it's an amazing place to be in your life already at the age of 13. You're a person of great integrity, and you have a beautiful sense of the possibilities in your life. Today, you led your family, your friends, and our community in prayer. I have no doubt that you will continue in this role as a leader, not only amongst your peers, but also a leader in our generation, because we need people that understand that change requires action, and that you're a person that takes that kind of action. I'm grateful that you're part of our people, and definitely grateful that you're part of our congregation. Mazel tov. And now I'd like to invite those who have been designated to open the ark for the second time to please come forward. As well, those people that are going to carry the Torah for the second time to please come forward so that we can give Gabriella her blessing in front of the open ark. And when the ark doors are opened, I'll ask everyone to please rise.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Yahir Adonai panav elecha v'kuneka.
May God's presence lift you up, and may you always be filled with graciousness and kindness.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May this presence of God be a source of strength to you, and may you always find yourself in a place of shalom, in a place of wholeness, peace, and blessing. And together we say, Amen.
Amen. Yahalalu et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado, hodol al eretz v'shamayim, vayarem keren le'amo, tehila lechol hasidav, livnei Yisrael am kerovo. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Ki lekachov natati lachem torati al ta'azovu. Etz chaim hi lemachasikim ba v'tomchem me'oshar. Etz chaim hi lemachasikim ba v'tomcheha me'oshar. Deracheha tarchinoam v'chol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu kekedem.
We remain standing and turn to page 282 for the Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tei gedula li'yotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'goranleinu kechol hamonam, va'anahnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamlachim
Please remain standing. We take a few moments now to remember all those who came before us, those who may have died in years past at this season, those who may have died in recent days. As a congregation, we remember the more than 6 million men, women, and children who were murdered in the Shoah and the Holocaust. Remember all those who perished, making sure our homeland Israel exists for us and for Jews everywhere. We remember those who died in the name of liberty, justice, freedom, and righteousness. And we remember all the innocent victims of hatred, ignorance, terrorism, and natural disasters. And we're especially remembering on this Shabbat Gail Oravitz, Mayor Molam, Rochelle Chaya, and Stanley Schleger. And if you're remembering someone at this moment, I'll ask you to please mention those names. Zecher Tzaddik Livracha, may the memory of all the righteous in our lives be a blessing as we recite together with one voice, Words of Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, b'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'yimeru. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudusha b'rechu le'ala min kol berchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechamata da'amiran b'yalma v'yimeru Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. O say shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. May the source of peace grant peace to all of you mourn, comfort all who are bereaved, and send healing to all who are saddened, as together we say, amen. Please be seated, except for Gabriella. Sage, come on up here. So in a moment, we're going to shower Sage with some sweetness. Just to translate that for you, you've been given some candy. If you haven't eaten it, you're going to get a chance to gently loft it up to her. Once you throw the candy, you cannot rethrow the candy. You cannot throw it back to the congregation. This is so many rules, I can't believe it. You're supposed to stay in your seats, and after all the candy has been thrown, I'll ask all the kids in the congregation to come on up and to clean the bima and take the candy home with you. And to make sure you're protected and safe, Gabriella, please choose 3 shomrim to guard you so that nobody gets hurt.
Ariel,
Ariel, come on up here.
Adam,
Adam, come on up here.
and Alex L.
And Alex L, come on up here. Sage, you're going to come stand back here. And I'm going to ask the 3, come on up here, you strong guys. Let's see what you got. Gently, lovingly, as soon as I'm off, shower her with sweetness.
Sippin' tov, a mazel tov, sippin' tov, a mazel tov, sippin' tov, a mazel tov, sippin' tov, Yehelanu. Sippin' tov, a mazel tov, sippin' tov,
Clean the bima
a
now.
mazel tov, sippin' tov, a mazel tov, sippin' tov, Yehelanu.
I know that none of you have ever had sugar before. Let's take a seat. Thank you very much. Let's take a seat, everyone. We're not quite there yet. I want to invite up a member of our board, Lisa Samuels, to make presentations on behalf of the congregation.
Thank you, Rabbi Davis. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Sage. I am so proud of you. You should be so proud of yourself, and I know everyone in this room is so proud of you. You really do have a beautiful, sweet, kind voice, just like your heart. I'm lucky enough to not just be a board of director, but also know Sage personally. So I'm doubly honored to present you with 3 gifts on behalf of the board. And but before I do, it's not just your voice. Even your tallit is so colorful and creative, just like your personality. Everything worked out so beautifully. And you know, we're really lucky as a congregation to have you become a bat mitzvah and join us in a whole new way. So, first gift, bat mitzvah certificate. Make sure you frame it. You worked hard, you deserve it. On behalf of Sisterhood, we have a Kiddush cup, so you can remember this Shabbat for many, many more Shabbats to come. And a traveling Tanakh, so wherever you go in life, you'll remember us here at Beth Shalom. Mazel tov, Matek. Proud of you.
Ms. Oravitz, I was looking forward to this moment. You and I go back a long time. I was your first grade Hebrew school teacher at Nitzanim on Wednesdays with a bunch of your classmates when we couldn't find a teacher. And I also get the privilege of spending parts of my summer with you up at Camp Coleman. This afternoon I had lunch with the director, Bobby Harris, and I told him that it was your bat mitzvah, and he was very, very happy for you. And I said, it's a Coleman bat mitzvah, because there's very few kids that enjoy camp as much as you. I know Miss Hyman back there and the others that are here from Coleman. And I get to see you up there in Cleveland, Georgia, and I see how you thrive up there. And you look forward to going back summer after summer. And let me tell you, Sage, everyone agrees here, you're a nice kid, you're a good kid with a good heart, and that should continue. And I want you to know that the doors are open here all the time for you here at Temple Beth Shalom. We hope you take advantage of J-Lab on Monday nights and J-Travel trips that they go on, and weekends and camp and some of the other things that I'll talk about in just a second. So, on behalf of the temple, we have some more gifts for you as well. This is a 1-year family membership to the Jewish Museum of Florida, FIU. This is sponsored by our very own Jonathan Simons. There are some beautiful things that are there. I was just there the other night, and it's a gorgeous museum. We hope you and your family get to go. This is a certificate that a tree has been planted in the land of Israel in honor of your bat mitzvah by the clergy and staff of Temple Beth Shalom. And finally, these are 2 gift certificates, one to the Nifty in Israel program and one to the Alexander Muss High School in Israel program. We hope that after your Chalutzim year in 10th grade, that you'll get to go to Israel with a bunch of the kids that are here and have a wonderful trip to Israel. To your folks, to your grandmother, I know your family for a long time here, some people I haven't seen in a while. It's great to see everyone back here. It should only be for nice occasions like this. As we say, rak b'smachot. Nachon? Yofi. Mazal tov, honey.
And now we're about to celebrate, and we're going to end Shabbat with Havdalah. And so I'll ask you to stand up and come on up here to the bima. We're going to gather around the Havdalah set, and we'll make Havdalah together and celebrate this important, beautiful moment in Sage's life. Come on up. Come on up.
קודש לכל. יאי לי לה 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 לה
We're so grateful, so many miracles. The symbol, we take the seed and turn it into challah. Children grow up, it's amazing. Let's make a motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace, may gladness reign and joy increase.
Shavua tov, a good week, everyone. Mazel tov.
Nice kids, but you're done. Let's acquire this bread. Let me get